Hi there, my name is Balint Hambash from cyclephotos.co.uk, and the reason for this short video is to show you how the new face recognition functionality works in Aperture 3, recently released Aperture 3. I've been using Aperture 2 for more than a year, and to organize my photos I add keywords to each and every photo. I shoot loads of cycling, and I try to make the most comprehensive database possible of these photos. So after every race I sit down and go through the photos and assign to the photos a keyword that describes who's in the photo, which rider. And I thought that this new face recognition functionality might be quite helpful. So let's see whether I was right or not. This is the new surface. This is the new import surface, and to be honest, I don't really like it. But nonetheless, I import all the photos. For the sake of simplicity, I chose one rider called Zdenek Štibar. He's the reigning champion, and so I'm going to go through all the photos and see whether it can recognize him or not. So you click on the name, and it should suggest you if it thinks that it sees a face, and it is right. On one hand, it managed to recognize Francis Murray's face, but we're not tagging him right now, so I'm just going to skip there, and I'm going to add the missing face. This is probably not a regular face position, if I may. He's looking down, so this is probably quite hard for the software to realize that this is an actual face. So let's go to the next picture, which is quite hard again because he's still looking down. So let's help it out. Let's Stivar again. Alright, so he catches Dieter or Sven van Turnhout, but we're still not interested in him, and it didn't see Stivar's face, so we're going to add that again. And another, this case it realised that this is probably a face. However, it failed to recognise Stivar's face, so we're going to add that. And this is the first action shot. Failed to recognise him, so I'm going to add him. Okay. Good. It recognised a face, but not his face. This photo is probably a bit too dark, so I have to give the software that, and probably if it was a bit lighter, it might be more successful in recognising his face. But anyway, at least it recognised that there is a face. Alright, here, no, I mean I've got 3 spectators' faces, but I'm not really interested in, and it failed to spot one important face I was looking for. So, but I'm going to edit. To be fair, it was told that you need to tag many photos, and each and every tagging will enhance the software's knowledge of that face. So the more photos you tag, or add their name, the better the chances are that next time it's going to recognize there's a face. Alright, so again, there's a face. It's not really like, because so far I thought that it only recognizes faces that look like right in front of the camera in that direction, but this guy is, it's just a profile, and it still realizes that that's a face, but it fails to. Maybe the glasses or the helmet. It's a good question, but anyway, let's try to teach it that this should be a face. It's Stanek Stibar's face. Alright, so okay, it knows it's a face, but it fails to recognize Stibar's face. It's quite interesting. I mean, this photo is definitely darker than this one, yet it doesn't see that this is an actual face, and this is Stibar's face. Cool. This one looks quite interesting. Again, fails to recognise Stibar. Let's add Kevin Powell's as well. Let's delete all the unnamed spectators. It's quite impressive, but you know, it's just it didn't realise it was Stibar. Again, it realises that there is a face, but fails to identify Stibar. And here too. Let's see. I will. Yeah. It seems to me that it manages to realise that there is a face in the photo, but it has difficulties actually figuring out who that person is. So let's see if I can create like a smart album. Probably cool. Alright, so because beforehand what I used to do is to create a smart album for, let's say, Stibar, and I added all the photos that had the keyword Stibar with them. Now it's just you need to use different technique. You need to use the text, and you can narrow it down to a certain rider, a certain person. So this functionality seems to be okay. Anyway, so my opinion on this whole facial recognition thing is that it's pretty impressive, and probably if I were dealing with more sort of regular faces, if you know what I mean, so without glasses, without helmets, like normal human faces, without any disturbances or any weird features like glasses or helmets, I think it would work quite alright. But at this point, and maybe it's just because I didn't add enough pictures, and maybe if I added, I don't know, 100 pictures of Stibar, it would have much less problem recognizing his face. So at this stage, this is, well, not really cutting for me. I don't think I will upgrade for this just because of this feature. I'm going to go through all the other features, whether it makes sense to upgrade or not. But you know, to be honest, I'm not really impressed with this feature. I will test it further. I still have 2 races, the last 2 Cup races I need to tag, so I'll probably give it a go and see how it fares. But again, cyclocross, for example, is a really muddy. The races are really muddy, and the faces of the riders are really muddy. So I'm quite sure that it won't be able to help me out, and won't be able to recognise the faces of the riders. So well, good try. Probably Aperture 4 will be better from that perspective. But again, it's possible that my needs are too specialised, and probably someone with who's shooting portraits or just, you know, street photography might work much better. So give it a try. Thank you for your attention. This was Valentine from cyclephotos.co.uk.